What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Last time we found out that the shooter was on the left side, made the 2 shots, ran over to the other side, the right side during the panic, abandoned their red coat under the samurai dog stand, and left. But by analyzing the coat, we realized that their left arm is injured because of the blood stain on the left side of the coat. Alright, it's all coming together. Detective Gumshoe, I want you to pull our assassin out of the crowd. Roger that, sir. Someone with an injured left arm, right? You must have a good head on your shoulders if you did see through me? What? You must have a good head on your shoulders if you did see through me, Mr. Prosecutor. Okay. Finding the assassin with only that much evidence shouldn't be a problem at all. That's our Edgeworth. With everyone in the park sealed in, the assassin should still be within the crowd. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. Mr. Edgeworth, we found a suspicious person in that condition, sir. That's gotta be the assassin. Okay, we haven't proven that this person is the assassin yet. For now, this is just a person of interest. Don't jump to conclusions. Got it, I'll control myself. Good, you better. There's no doubt that this is the guy who targeted the president, sir. It takes a daring person to target someone's life in front of an audience. Detective, bring him here. Courteously. Yes, sir. Hey, you guys, bring him here. Hey! Assassin! Shelly the killer! Right? Shelly the killer. Wow, I never thought I'd see him again. That's amazing. He's not carrying an umbrella and his left arm is bandaged. You there, state your name. My name is... John Doe. John Doe? That's an unusual name. That is correct. This man, have I seen him somewhere before? Yes, you idiot, he's a master assassin! Prosecutor Edgeworth, you know my name. Yes, I have been observing your investigation. May I ask why you have called me here? We are searching for the assassin who attempted to murder the president. Do you recognize this red raincoat? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I do not. I believe that this raincoat belongs to the assassin. What the hell's up with his ice cream? Oh my, that is terrible indeed. This person should also have a severe injury on the left side of their body. Precisely like yours. I have no relation to this. A stare down, mano a mano. It's like they're firing laser beams out of their eyes. Beep, 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 beep. So, what happens next? Obviously a confrontation, pal. A battle of wits between 2 gentlemen. Should I hear his explanation? Yeah, why wouldn't you? A witness might lie or misunderstand. If you find a contradiction in their statement, you present evidence, pal. Press the R button to look at the organizer and the X button to present. And if you don't find a contradiction, what do you do then? At those times, you press the witness for more details. To press the L button. Alright, sir, could you give us a demonstration, please? Go, Mr. P. You are America's best. She just won't quit. Mr. Doe's testimony. I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. Ooh, look at all these new songs everywhere. I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof. Clearly my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat. You didn't wear a raincoat. That's your claim? Yes, not everyone uses a raincoat for protection against the rain. I am an umbrella person after all. I'm definitely a raincoat person. Umbrellas will hinder your movement. Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka. This wasn't what I wanted to talk about. I hope you understand, I am not the assassin. Unfortunately, leaving a testimony unexamined goes against my principles. How troublesome. I am but a simple ice cream salesman, blood! Please excuse me. In the panic earlier, my wound seems to have reopened. There's no mistaking that the owner of this raincoat is the assassin. Furthermore, the owner has an injured left arm. Mr. Doe, I shall reveal your true colors for all to see. I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious.
Hold it!
So you admit that the person in the red raincoat is suspicious? Yes, I have been watching your investigation from the audience seating. An assassin? How dreadful. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof?
Hold it!
What if I had evidence to prove that he was injured? You certainly seem confident. I expected no less of you, Mr. Prosecutor. You know of me. It's because you're famous, sir. Maybe he read about you in the newspaper. I have been observing your investigation. This man is clearly suspicious. If I expose his lies, I should be able to uncover the assassin's true identity. Alright, let's go back, because we already know what to present. So, right here, I suppose you have proof. Of course, we do have proof. It's the coat.
Objection!
Mr. Doe, you seem to be a very cautious person. However, today seems to be different, because you left this behind. You must be mistaken. That does not belong to me. Or perhaps you have evidence that proves otherwise? Mr. Doe, is your injury all right? The wound seems to have opened. Indeed, it is quite troublesome. Yes, I'm sure it is. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, you would have escaped had your wounds not opened up. What do you mean? There is no mistaking that the one who wore this raincoat was injured. And I can prove that person was you. With this. On the inside of this raincoat, there is a small blood stain. It's the blood of the assassin. No, not the ice cream! Ooh, that is fun. Attacking the president is a serious crime, pal. You'll cause an international incident. No matter how long you keep silent, your true— ooh, what's that saxophone? What? What? Your true nature will soon come to light. A blood test will settle this. The blood from the raincoat and the blood from your bandaged arm. Ooh. I have all the evidence I need. Why don't you just admit it? You're the assassin who attacked the president. I am not the assassin. You don't know when to give up. If this was a game of chess, you would have been checkmate a long time ago. Admit your defeat gracefully. He seems completely unfazed. I suppose I have no choice. I'll admit it. Indeed, the raincoat is mine. He confessed, sir. Arrest him! Arrest him! But that does not mean I shot the president. What's that, pal? See, this is why you do a gunshot residue test for gunpowder on his hand. But we're not gonna do that, are we? All you have proven is that I wore the raincoat. What sort of crime is that? I am no assassin, I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic. Are you satisfied this time? His story's getting fishier by the minute. He's really suspicious. Glaring at me won't help. We've got evidence. Here, look at this guy in the red raincoat. That's gotta be the assassin. I see. That is certainly not me. Wah! Prosecutor Edgeworth, please consider this carefully. Was I really the only one who wore a red coat? Whether he was or not, the person in the photo can only be Mr. Doe. But why? This man's self-confidence and intensity. I am no assassin. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman.
Hold it!
As an ice cream salesman, you must know quite a bit about ice cream. But of course, ask me anything you wish. Curses! I don't know anything about ice cream. So, what's the most important thing about making ice cream? Mr. Edgeworth. The most important thing about making ice cream is honor. Honor? To make ice cream? Without honor, ice cream is nothing more than sweet ice. Do you understand? I am just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech.
Hold it!
Why did you use a raincoat instead of an umbrella? Is it strange to wear a raincoat on a rainy day? It's strange to purposefully wear a raincoat when you can't get your arm into it. If both my hands were occupied, I wouldn't be able to serve ice cream. Why didn't you mention that in your testimony earlier? I'm terribly sorry. It must have slipped my mind. After all, I had just gone through all that. All that? The shooting of the president, of course. It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out.
Hold it!
So the bodyguards reacted before the gunshot went off. Yes, the bodyguards moved first. The one on the left side of the stage, in particular. You saw it all quite clearly. I have good eyesight. The names are written on the upper left of the security plan. The bodyguard on the left side would be Mr. Rook? That is correct. A Mr. Ethan Rook, I believe. Perhaps he noticed the light from the laser pointer. That man is no ordinary individual. From their actions, I don't believe that the bodyguards were amateurs. This man isn't an ordinary individual either. Please add that statement to your testimony. As you wish. The man on the left side of the stage was exceptionally quick. A Mr. Ethan Rook, as I recall.
Hold it!
So the bodyguard on the left was faster. He reacted in just an instant. His response time was superb. I believe his name was Ethan Rook. I see. Let me skim this text here again. I don't know. Not necessarily. His expression never changes. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic.
Hold it!
But you yourself did not run. No, I did not. What were you doing then? Amidst the panic, someone gave my wound a big wallop. I was in terrible pain. I felt like sparks would shoot out my eyes. But, in reality, no sparks came out. Sparks don't come out of people's eyes, Kay. The person who wore the red raincoat is the assassin. That's very clear from the photo, but Mr. Doe is saying that person wasn't him. That's just some story he made up, sir. Rip off his disguise, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, in any case, I need to start exposing his lies. That's right, and in order to do that, we should press him for more details. Well, for one thing, He knows the name of the, where is it? He knows the name of the guard, but he shouldn't. He's never explained why he knows the name of the guard. And this is, as always, anytime some testimony is appended, we know that's something that needs to be presented on, so it's gotta be something that shows how he could have known the name. And the only thing we have that's like that would be the security plans that shows only the last name, Rook. So I'm gonna go with that one.
Objection!
And that's right, okay, good. It seems you aren't just a simple ice cream salesman after all. You think too highly of me, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Why would a simple ice cream salesman know the name of the president's bodyguard? Ooh, this is exciting. Ooh, the name of the bodyguard? Surely you jest. Didn't you say their names just a moment ago? Mr. Knightley and Mr. Rook. Correct?
Objection!
This is a diagram of the security plans. We learned their names from this. But, please look. Only their surnames are written here. You distinctly said Ethan Rook. How did you know his full name when we did not? That's pretty weird, sir. Why do you know his name? Explain yourself. That was merely a slip of the tongue. It's true, this guy's the assassin. Young lady, you're being a little hasty. The reason I knew his name is quite simple. What? I am an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's. What? Ooh, this music's getting so exciting! He and I have a bit of a connection. His is a name that I will never forget. Mr. Edgeworth, he's just telling a big fat lie. This is not a lie. I am just a simple ice cream salesman. And an acquaintance of Ethan Rook's.
Objection!
In that case, let's just ask Rook himself about this. Whether or not he's acquainted with this dubious ice cream salesman. As you wish. However, that may prove difficult now. He is currently busy with the president's security, after all. Besides, even if I am not an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's, does that prove that I fired the gun?
Objection!
If you aren't the assassin, then why did you remove your raincoat? It was a little hot, and the rain had stopped. I wanted to air out the wound. Is there a problem with that? I just can't seem to corner him. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Hurry up and arrest him. That man's so suspicious, I'd even arrest him myself. Arrest him without evidence? How could I do such a thing? Come on, Mr. E. Can't you do something? Breaking news, the criminal is on the verge of escaping the prosecutor. Oh dear, they're already treating me like a criminal. I understand. Since I've been suspected this far, it seems I'll have to tell the truth. The truth? What is he up to? I saw another person wearing a red hood. What? What? Surely that was the person who was in the photo. I first noticed him right before the speech when it was still raining. He caught my eye because his raincoat was the same color as mine. In his hand, I saw a laser pointer with a light aimed directly at the president. It can't be. There was another person wearing a red hood? I knew that if I wore the red raincoat, I'd be mistaken for the assassin. That is why I took off the raincoat.
Objection!
You saw an assassin wearing the same color hood as yours. Wouldn't that be a nice coincidence? That's what I expected you would say, which is why I did not testify as such. Prosecutors and the police are a suspicious lot. I knew that nobody would believe me. At the moment of the incident, the assassin was very close to the prosecutor. Prosecutor? I only arrived after the incident. Not you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. That prosecutor over there. Huh? Me? Yes, you should be visible in that photo. Here, right in front of the person in the red hood. That's me, all right. What's your point? What's this man driving at? I have been observing your investigation this entire time, Prosecutor Edgeworth. And I have noticed something strange. Something strange? It seems you still haven't noticed this contradiction yet. A contradiction? In this photo, the people who can be seen are the Chief, Mr. Payne, and the assassin. I don't see anything strange. Please think back carefully about the circumstances during the president's speech. I believe you are holding the evidence that contradicts this photo. Do I have evidence that contradicts this photo? I'm not really sure what they want me to see here. Newspaper article, the samurai. Okay, let's think. So this is the left side. This is where the gunshot took place. That's given based on this, which makes sense because you can see the shooter there. Looks like they're holding it in their right hand, which also makes sense. There's KK's camera data. That's what we're looking at right now. What else is there? We don't have a lot of evidence to work with here. Contains a recording of the speech. 2 gunshot can be heard. Oh my god. Oh my god. I figured it out. I figured it out. It all Oh, right from the get-go in the tutorial case, they make it tricky as hell. But if you haven't figured it out already, you're gonna have to wait next time for the next episode, because it's time for me to end the video. But boy, you'll see next time. So stay tuned for the next episode, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye!